welcome back to our channel. Today we bring you the shocking developments of The Young and the Restless for the week of February 3rd to 7th. Under the dim light of a moonless night, the complex story of lost souls begins to unfold in the cold rooms of an old psychiatric hospital. Sharon and Phyllis, two sworn enemies, are forced to face their fate when they are locked in this area. The two, who have always had conflicts, now have to work together to find a way to survive and escape a place filled with painful memories and creepy mysteries. In the hospital grounds, the thick walls and long corridors contain many stories of suffering and dark secrets. Sharon, with her own tragic and painful past, initially cannot bear the thought of teaming up with Phyllis, who has faced her many times in power struggles. However, as unfamiliar footsteps echo through the hallways and giggles echo from dark corners, the two realize that their survival depends on working together. As they search for a way out, Sharon and Phyllis begin to realize that the hospital is not just a place to hold mentally ill patients, but also a repository of terrifying mysteries. The secret rooms, dark paintings on the walls, and strange sounds in the middle of the night gradually reveal that this place has witnessed brutal events and unimaginable experiments. Every step they take is a chilling experience, and every turn seems to bring them closer to the realm of fear and severe psychological trauma. Meanwhile, outside the walls of the mental hospital, Billy, who is unaware that he is the key to an important secret, is gradually drawn into a scheming search. Nick and Daniel, two characters with separate plans, have decided to hide information about the search for Phyllis from Billy. They believe that Billy's involvement could destroy the entire plan they have been secretly building for a long time. Billy, with his open and sometimes naive personality, is unaware of the thick veil of secrecy surrounding him. He always feels that something is wrong, but cannot clearly identify it. The struggle between loyalty and confusion gradually pushes Billy into awkward situations, as each step he takes seems to have unforeseen consequences. Billy's journey is not only a search for Phyllis, but also a journey of self-realization and a relationship torn apart by lies and intrigue. While Sharon, Phyllis and Billy are immersed in dark conspiracies, behind the scenes of the powerful corporation, there are inseparable emotional and power relationships. Damien, who always appears charming and mysterious, is trying to seduce Lily Winters. He knows that to achieve his goals, he must not only use his charm but also show genuine concern, even though his actions are sometimes ambiguous and unclear. At the same time, Damien also tries to reconcile with Amy Lewis, a relationship that has traces of the past. However, the ambiguous relationship between Damien and Aristotle, a man with a complicated past and unclear motives, makes Victor skeptical about everything that is happening. In Victor's eyes, Damien's actions are not just emotional steps but may also contain larger conspiracies, threatening the stability of the entire power system. Besides the emotional and power intrigues, Michael seems to be holding the key to a shocking plan that can change the situation of everything. The small pieces of information that Michael slowly reveals not only startles those involved but also opens a new door to deep conspiracies. Is Michael secretly coordinating with other powerful figures to overthrow the current order? Or is he simply someone who wants to reveal the truth, even though the truth may cost many people dearly? The tension reaches its peak when information from Michael gradually seeps into the conversations and power struggles between the characters. Every action, every decision becomes unpredictable, and the opacity of the relationships only adds to the gloomy atmosphere, as dark as the walls of the mental hospital where Sharon and Phyllis are fighting for their survival. There are more than just power intrigues and chilling mysteries, there are also complex, emotional personal relationships. In a silent but haunting conversation, a strong woman sets clear boundaries in her relationships. She not only protects herself, but also tries to maintain a balance between trust and caution. However, when her relationship with the irresistibly attractive but also unstable Holden becomes too complicated, she is forced to face painful choices. She lies to Nate about her past with Holden, hiding more passionate and intimate details than she is willing to reveal. The lie is not only a defense for herself, but also a way for her to maintain a relationship with Nate, who is increasingly vulnerable to the unspoken truth. But the lie can't last forever. When the truth comes crashing down like a sudden storm, Audra and Nate's relationship, built on trust and love, may face great challenges, pushing them both to the brink of separation and heartbreak. The pieces of the story gradually come together, creating a complex and multi-dimensional picture. At the old mental hospital, where Sharon and Phyllis must work together to survive, the outside intrigue is no less complicated. Billy, who is still confused between truth and lies, along with the schemes of Nick and Daniel, are an indispensable part of this complex picture. Each character, with their own pain, secrets and hopes, is trying to maintain their place in an ever-changing world. In this context, the presence of Damien, with his seductive actions and sophisticated intrigue, only adds to the chaos. His ambiguous relationship with Aristotle creates doubts not only in Victor's heart but also spreads everywhere, making all the plots and plans more fragile than ever. While Michael Baldwin seems to be carrying a secret that can turn the whole situation upside down, the combination of personal relationships and power intrigues creates a dramatic picture, where each character's survival depends only on their ability to adapt and bravely overcome personal boundaries. As the bells of dawn gradually ring through the hospital windows, Sharon and Phyllis realize that although their pasts are full of contradictions and conflicts, it is an unexpected cooperation that helps them find a way out of the depths of fear. They understand that, while the painful memories and psychological wounds may never fully heal, at least they have found the strength to move forward, even if only for a rare moment of freedom. Meanwhile, outside the cold walls of the hospital, Billy continues his journey of intrigue and deception. Little does he know that, behind Nick and Daniel's cover-up, the truth about Phyllis's search is slowly emerging, and each step he takes will have unforeseen consequences. Each piece of the story, from the complicated relationships of Damien, Lily, Amy and Aristotle to her lies and concealment from Nate, is gradually bringing the characters to a climax of tension and conflict. It all seems like just the beginning of a series of unpredictable events. Michael's shocking revelations could change the whole situation, opening a new chapter full of intrigue and betrayal. In general, each character is on the brink of change, between the fragile line between trust and betrayal, between a painful past and an unknown future. The story of The Young and the Restless is not simply about power intrigue or complicated love affairs. It is also the journey of people seeking liberation in a world full of secrets and pain. Sharon and Phyllis, although starting from hatred, have learned a lesson about the power of unity in the face of common dangers. Billy, Damien, Michael and the other characters all carry secrets, memories and faint hopes waiting for a dawn. In such a context, small decisions and lies can seemingly change the fate of not just an individual but an entire generation. Betrayal, love, trust and disappointment are intertwined to create a panoramic picture of life, where each step can lead to liberation or complete destruction. As the light of dawn gradually shines through the cracks in the old walls, every character must face their own past and choose the path ahead. Can they overcome the old pain, or will the psychological wounds forever be an indelible burden? The answer lies in the choices they will make, in the courage to face the truth, even though that truth may be too cruel and unacceptable. In the world of The Young and the Restless, nothing is simple or easy. Each character, despite their inner conflicts and dark secrets, has the opportunity to find themselves again, even if it requires paying with their soul. The intersection between past and present, between trust and betrayal, has created a dramatic journey, where everything can change in just a moment. And so, under the gray sky of a city that never sleeps, the stories of Sharon, Phyllis, Billy, Damien, Lily, Amy, Aristotle, Victor, Michael, Holden, Nate and Audra continue to pile up, creating a vivid picture, full of emotions and fateful decisions. Each character is an indispensable piece of the overall picture, and only when all join forces, can they hope to overcome the fierce storms of fate, towards a future that is not only survival but also the hope of rebirth. Through each page of the history of the old mental hospital, through the echoes of the past and the future, the story has proven that in every person, no matter how many hardships they have gone through, there is always the inner strength to stand up, even though the road ahead may be full of pitfalls and inevitable pain. And in that moment, every soul, no matter how dark it may be, can find a light to guide them, opening a new chapter in a story that has never been told. Follow our channel to stay updated with the most shocking and dramatic developments of the ongoing episode.